He reminded me of Andy Pettitte. Anybody that would end up being like Andy Pettitte would have a nice career. Won over 200.
For Cedric Mullins, who's been as consistent as it gets this year. One home run away from 30 still, league outfield. Mullins showing bunt on an 0-2 count with
moved in, maybe to try to take that away.
And another 2-strike bunt attempt, and that's going to be it. So an unusual sequence there. Cedric Mullins trying to bunt his way on.
Check swinging it to the opposite field in foul territory over the next hour or so.
Castle pops it up. So you're saying if he throws 95 tonight rather than 92, we might save a little bit of time?
Well, I figure he's probably going to only be out there. His only bad game all the way to the 16th
today. And a strike sticks in there from acquired for Austin in this series so far. And here he does not require any because he strikes out.
Well, there's the hook and a good no.
Picture of health you are.
No, well, not to listen to some people next of Fenway Park. And you had gone to see the Foo Fighters for the 6th straight time, fifth or sixth time. Yeah. Seems like at Fenway, 50,000 people or so.
And that's tonight's, in case you missed it, reading. Montgomery's 12th career start against the Orioles. And Santander takes him into center field. The Orioles' first base runner on a leadoff single.
Yeah, you just kind of pray in the sense that when they get back in the game, Jordan Montgomery has to throw a lot of strikes.
Urias having a terrific season for Urias this year. And remember, this was a player who started one sort of thing.
I'm not complaining. I'm just they were just citing the fact that, you know.
2-2 still as Urias fouls away.
Severely sprained.
Strike 3.
Yeah, perfect pitch. One of the best articles I've seen on pitching. There was another one in the New York Times today where field for pitching.
I'll have to check that out.
No, it's a wonderful one. Tyler Kepner, great writer.
And that curveball kicks away, sucks away. Santander's going to go for second. He is safe. Throw beat him, but it was a little bit high, and Torres. McKenna on the ground and foul. I wonder there, but Yankees decided not to go for it. Santander to second in a 2-2 count on Ryan McKenna. McKenna swings through the 6th pitch. He won't go for it. Tagged out by Sanchez and Montgomery. A ball off the end of the bat and foul. Brandon working on that, still developing there. Chris Ellis, not a huge strikeout rate, more balls in play, so Brandon Hyde wanted to go with a little bit.
Time and time again, but you know, this team is playing about as well as they're capable of playing. And there's a curveball in the dirt. The runner will move up.
So 2 wild pitches in the inning.
Yeah, you can look for your pitch, probably. But he does. He hadn't thrown any changeups, and there's one, and he pops it up.
Stanton in left field will end the inning. Santander left to third.
From the press box. And then you're in the flight line. I mean, you're really in the flight path of line drives and all that.
Here it is, duck and cover. Everyone for him or herself. Austin wins. Rolls a ground ball foul. And was available off the bench. Both have been dealing with soreness. And Wins goes down swinging a curveball. And the 5th strikeout for Jordan Montgomery.
With a great cutter.
Richie Martin sprays one to right center field. A base hit for the Oriole 9-hitter, who whizzes to first and then decides to head back with a 1-out single. Second at bat for Cedric. Kind of an unusual.
Shortstop way up the middle, so big hole in the right field.
And a blooper here. That's going to drop in. Martin got a little bit of a late break, but he will make it to right. And Cedric Mullins just lofts in a bit. And he will swing through the first pitch.
Once again, able to make in-bat changes and adjustments. In the clutch situations.
There's the curveball.
Yeah, he took it. Yeah, he took it.
Count with a couple of runners on here in the third inning. There they go, and it's fouled away. The Orioles were. Montgomery back off speed to get Mountcastle a changeup. His 6-2-homer game in 5 days yesterday. And Austin takes a strike as we check in with Brett.
Yeah, and doing it entirely left-handed. I think the other Montgomery can pitch.
1-0-2 is blocked by Sanchez. It is at second. Mullins at first. They singled. Hayes takes ball 2.
Yeah, every time when we used to travel and you go up to New York, I'd always get a text from Mark Trumbo. Hey, how's that $90 cheeseburger?
4 yesterday, runners in scoring position. A chance here for Hayes. And a little nubber off the end of the bat. Rizzo will take it himself. He had no choice. And he beat. In a 5-year period, 12-16. Orioles most wins in the American League. 3 playoff berths. Note from 7 years ago, September 16th. Nobody's clinched a division right now. Santander against Montgomery, and ball 1 to Anthony.
Like yesterday's game or last night's game, where Cortez Jr. was fabulous, and he got the early 2-0 lead. Kind of like the Seinfeld car reservation. They didn't. You had the reservation, but you couldn't get the car.
Won't be a long stay for him. Santander out in front of a changeup, striking
in the middle of the plate. That's the key to pitching. And there's the perfect changeup.
Slider, he ditched that for a cutter. And he started to throw the changeup a little more. The curveball a little bit less, 14% of the time.
Yeah, the only high average is the sinker. So my advice to him is and all that, that's not really working. Now they can definitively tell you that.
And all but one of his strikeouts today on the changeup with the curve as Urias sprays this changeup foul.
And if I do that, I won't overswing. And that's why he can take that pitch off the corner after he was
2-2.
That's where they're coming. Yeah, when he misses.
8th pitch. Line to right field, a base hit.
Better nobody at first, otherwise he's thinking about throwing him out.
Gallo was putting up, but Rizzo had gone over to try and catch the line drive.
Well, he's playing shallow, and of course, but the single to the opposite field. You know, unless there were runners on, especially in scoring position, I embrace the single to the opposite field because I learned about why you try to throw the ball in the outside corner and see what he does with it. 2-0 lead, and he pinged it into right field. So he's learned.
Who struck out in the second on a curveball. Fastball here 2-2. Ball by looking for somebody. And this will be a 5th in this appearance today. A lot of strikeouts, a lot of walks, and a strikeout here on a changeup.
Just have a feeling.
All right, cut.
Yeah, as a Hall of Fame manager.
You know, I remember here. Maybe next time. Wild card spot in the American League. The Yankees are 82-64. They've clinched their game today, or they can fall into 3rd by a half game. who strikes out Austin Wins leading
into the one-game playoff to be Sale and Cole. But what if to win you have to.
The Cardinals could knock out the Dodgers or the Giants. I mean, that's the crazy thing about this.
I don't know. It's just either way, it just seems like a one-game playoff is just not right. It's
games since 2012 now. We've had a lot of great games. And the Orioles have played a couple of wild card games. Giants against St. Louis or Cincinnati or San Diego. Martin, a little slow ground ball fouled away, third base side. Games in the division, and the Dodgers and Giants could each win 100. One of them could have a one-game season as Martin strikes out.
Out of the last 31, came from 8 back in 74. Won the last day of the year, and the Yankees won in 12 innings, 4-3 on a 2-out bunt by Paul Blair, and there you go. Well, this is why he's Cedric Mullins, because he will take the hit to left field, third and short, where he could hit it on kind of like cruise control until Ted Williams.
It's Montgomery, but it's only a 2-run game. Feels very much the same as yesterday. As we check in with Brett Hollander.
Yeah, Kevin, before the game, I thought it was interesting that Brandon Hyde said, and he was mainly talking about Ryan Mountcastle, who he says is so well liked by his.
Yeah, Ryan Mountcastle seems to start up a conversation. That ball is crushed to center field. Gardner back at the wall, and there it is. Ryan Mountcastle stands alone atop the Orioles rookie home run leaderboard. His 29th home run, surpassing Cal Ripken Jr. for the most long balls by an Oriole rookie. And he left absolutely no doubt on the... Right now his personality is the personality of a guy who just hit one.
In his first year with the Orioles, a World Series year. Ooh.
Mountcastle, by the way, has just tied Cedric Mullins for the team lead. 29-29 between those two. Here's Rizzo over by the tarp, and Rizzo was able to make an amazing play. Timmons knew. He knew all along. Rain, by the way, has slowed down pretty dramatically. Santander. Did he hold up? Yes, he did on the curveball. Let's check back in with Brett to get some American League Rookie of the Year votes, which he did last season because of Rosarena's in the conversation as well. Wander Franco, Luis Garcia of Houston, but Mountcastle.
They vote, but you do vote at the end of the year. I think you would take the whole buyout.
Orioles down 1 in the 6th, and he chases ball 4 at Montgomery. And Montgomery had. And here's the Orioles' other sterling rookie hitter. Ball 1-2, Ramon Urias.
You have to go up there with a washcloth in your back pocket.
Seriously.
Is that a deal? I mean, does he get to vote?
Does he get to vote?
Well, then do we have to go on a first name basis?
Where? What, as opposed to Dad? Urias trying to shake off the raindrops here on 3-1, and a good changeup. In a 3-2. And Sanchez could not hang on. Urias given a reprieve by the drop potential third strike, and he will take ball 4. Terrific take by Urias, and he's got the Orioles' first walk of the game.